The star of our cosmic cookie cake are our cosmic cookies, and the star of those cookies are these really fun little monster morsels. These are marshmallow flavored confectionery drops that can be used just like chocolate chips. What I have in front of me here is actually cream cake mix. Now I love making cookies just like everybody else does, but it can take a long time, and if you make lots of them in your bake shop, it could mean lots of different mixes. So why not make delicious cookies with the same cream cake mix you have on hand for everything else? I'm gonna show you how to make a sugar cookie with cream cake mix, but dawnfoods.com has lots of other cookie mixes utilizing cream cake. The great part about this recipe is I like to call it everybody goes to the party at once, meaning everything is going in the bowl except for my morsels. So first we're gonna put some cream cake base in. This is our already rich cream, but you can use your favorite Dawn cream cake base. Next we're going to put in some butter. So this is unsalted. It's really important for baking, as you know, to use unsalted butter. I'm using the Pelugra butter through our buy sell team, but any unsalted butter is nice. I like the Pelugra because it has a higher fat content, which makes it extra delicious. But like I said, any unsalted butter is fine. Just a little bit of whole egg, a little bit of whole milk, and a touch of vanilla extract because yum. That one is optional. If you're feeling like vanilla extract is a little pricey right now, you don't have to worry about it. So here's the method. Turn it on until it looks like cookie dough. That's literally it. Here we go. So see here how we have just a little bit of crumbs at the bottom? That means we're almost at cleanup stage. Cleanup stage is when the bottom of the bowl is clean, and that's how you know you're done mixing. I'm gonna kind of pull some of this nice moist stuff from the top down below. I'm wearing gloves, so it's no problem for me to touch the dough. Put it back in here, hit start one more time. Now I mix this entirely on first speed because it's just a cookie dough. Now that the dough has hit cleanup stage, meaning we don't see those little crumbs at the bottom, we're going to go ahead and add the monster morsels. Now, this is a sugar cookie recipe because I'm going to be using this to decorate a cake. If you want a classic chocolate chip cookie recipe, you could use the monster morsels in it, and we've got that on dawnfoods.com. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and hit start now. And that's it. We are going to make 3 different sizes of cookies. First, we're gonna start with our silver scoop, which is a number 60. This guy is gonna make a 3/4 ounce cookie. Next, we have our classic black scoop size. We know and love this one for cookies. This one will give us a 1.75 ounce cookie. And last but not least, the big blue scoop is going to give us a 3 ounce cookie. We're going to do a combination of all of these sizes of scoops so that our finished cake will have different size cookies. Now we're going to scoop the cookie dough. This is our small silver scoop. So for some of the cookies, we're simply going to do a flat scoop and flatten it just a touch. Because this is a sugar cookie dough, we don't get a lot of spread. So we'll do a couple like that. Now remember, in addition to decorating this cake with cookies, we kind of want to do a little cookie topper. So the way that I do that is for some of the scoops, once it's like this, I'm going to pull it out into my hand. We'll insert a popsicle stick, and then we'll go ahead and flatten around. Now I can use this as a little decoration for the top of my cake. These popsicle sticks are gonna bake just fine. You're not gonna have any issues. So I'm gonna continue doing this with various sizes. I would ask that when you do this with various sizes, do not put them on the same cookie sheet. The bigger ones take longer to bake, but just for demonstration purposes here, I'm just showing you the sizes I used. Okay, so we're gonna flatten them to about 1/2 inch. Again, remembering we don't get a lot of spread on these because it's sugar cookies, and about every 3rd one, we're gonna go ahead and stick that popsicle stick in. If you leave your fingerprints on it, they will come out in the finished one, so always try to hash mark it. All right, let's show you the big ones now. Now, if you love this cosmic cookie cake and you wanna sell these cookies in your shop, awesome, I would use this nice big black scoop for it. These ones make sure you have enough of the stick going in because it's got to support that big old cookie's weight. Here we go. There we are. Okay. Now, these are going to bake about 350 degrees till they're nice and golden brown on the edges. Let them cool completely, and then we'll go ahead and start decorating the cake. So in order to make a buttercream that goes with those marshmallow flavored cosmic cookies, we're going to make Marshmallow Buttercream. So here I've got the Dawn White Buttercream. This is about 1.5 pounds, and I'm gonna do that twice. So we're gonna put 3 pounds of classic Dawn White Buttercream into a bowl. Now we're going to put in 1 pound of marshmallow fluff. Not marshmallows, marshmallow fluff. Once those are together, we're going to use the paddle attachment, not the whip, the paddle attachment. We're going to mix on first speed until it starts to come together. I'm going to stop and kind of push down the fluff from the top to get it into the buttercream. The buttercream up a little bit. And now we're going to put it on second speed and paddle it around again. I'm gonna scrape the bowl one last time, but you can see that it's starting to get smooth and there's no lumps. And we're only paddling on second speed just until it's smooth. So do not walk away from this in the bake shop and let it go. Stand until it's done. All right, and there it is. Marshmallow buttercream. This buttercream will be a little soft, so if you're feeling like it's a little too soft to ice with, just use it for a filling and ice in white buttercream. The Cosmic Cookie Cake is made with Baker's Request white cake mix. It bakes level to give you an even cake that you never have to trim the bellies every time. I've filled and crumb coated this cake with our marshmallow buttercream. I've used 3 straws for my internal supports. This is called rough icing a buttercream cake. To rough ice buttercream cake, we use a cake that's already been filled and stacked and crumb coated. And we like it to rest overnight so that it can do any settling that needs to be done. We're going to lay on the buttercream first, drag it around the top of the cake, and then down the sides. Once we've laid in that initial layer, we're going to use a hot palette knife to scrape off all the excess and then give it a little more texture on the top and on the sides so we can clearly see the square top and sides of the cake with texture. When we create this design, we want the eye to move around the cake in a pleasing way. So you'll notice the largest decorations start here and then move around the cake like this. If you were to do a cake where the design just kind of falls in the front, there has to be something in the back to balance it or it won't feel finished. Here we started with our medium-sized cookie, a half large, a whole small, and a half small, moving down in this direction. Then we added a few more small and half ones, finishing the loop. After that, we decorated this cake. Because it's a busy cake with texture and color from the cookies, we decorated only in that marshmallow buttercream. We used 2 tips, a small open French tip and a rose tip. We started by piping little rosettes of the French tip in that same direction. We filled in later with squiggles from the rose tip and finally little baby rosettes, finishing off and plugging up holes. Last, we added some sprinkles of monster morsels. Not only are they a delicious, bake-stable chip, they're also a pretty decoration. This feels like a marshmallow-flavored cookie lover's dream.